Good morning and welcome to the channel. I'd like to thank all of you for clicking on this video where we're going to be kind of covering paternal bonding. Now this is going to be a good video for new fathers that may not really understand what they're feeling, as well as shedding a little bit of light on fatherly paternal bonding. I haven't been able to find a scientific or a technical term for it outside of paternal bonding. My wife didn't actually know that I was going to be covering this subject or knew how I felt in the first couple of months of having Genevieve until I brought up this subject and brought up this video. So let's get right into it. New fatherhoods can be kind of scary at the start. One of the things, I'm just going to start with my story. You know, the first 3 days when we were at the hospital giving childbirth and having Genevieve, it was an amazing experience, but I really felt like I was lacking feelings. Like I should feel more. I should have this instant, unbreakable love and bond for my child, and I didn't. And for the first couple months, I kicked myself for it. I thought I was a bad father. You know, I thought I had problems with, I don't know, expressing emotion. I thought there was something internally wrong with me, until I started doing some research and I found out that it is very common for new fathers to just not have that initial paternal bond with their child, whether it be a boy or a girl, twins, 3 kids, you know, 1 kid. It can just be kind of a staged thing. So it takes time for some fathers, and if you're one of the fathers that's out there that instantly had this amazing connection to your child, that is great. I'm super happy for you. I'm not going to kick myself for not having that. I'm not going to wish that I had it. I mean, it would be a little bit nicer, but it's all a part of the experience. I guess some of it comes back to me just not being able to, even in relationships or anything like that, being able to fall deeply in love really quickly. I needed it to be built on experiences and things that we shared. And that's really how it's developed with me and Genevieve. The one nice thing about my situation, and one of the kind of the downsides of my situation, is I work from home. So she's over my shoulder. In fact, she's 5 feet away, staring at me, smiling at me right now, as I'm working and going over charts and going over the markets and things like that. So it's given me a lot of time to bond with her. So we go out. I have a massive field behind my house. We go out and walk the dogs every day. I take her with me. She's strapped to my chest. I come back in. I do a little bit of work. Then I go out and I take her out in her stroller for probably a 45-minute, hour walk and go and see things. So that's really helped build this paternal bond that we have together. It's taken a little while, but it's growing and growing and growing. There's nothing like now when she's laying in bed and we're watching TV or watching Peppa Pig on loop on reruns over and over and over and over again. Like her kind of squirming over and crawling and grabbing onto me and just kind of nestling her head into my armpit area. It's an amazing feeling. These things will come with time. They will change and evolve, and I can assure you that more than likely will happen with you. So do not kick yourself if you're in that first week, first month, or you haven't even had your child yet and you don't have this amazing emotional bond to childbearing and things like that. Women have it a lot, I shouldn't say a lot easier, but as far as the emotions go and getting that initial bond to their child, they do have it a lot easier. There's a lot of hormones being released in their system during pregnancy, and there's a whole 9 months of them growing to love this thing that they're literally growing inside of them. So it's a lot easier for women, and I'm sure some women have the same problem as well. It takes time to build that up. So don't kick yourself. It may take you longer than it took me. It may take you a year. I've heard of, once I finally kind of brought this up and I was talking to other parents and other fathers, one of my friends didn't really feel that bond until his daughter was walking around and basically talking, to where it was more of a realization that you have another human being in your life, because the first few months, and especially the first month itself, your child's just kind of an eating, sleeping, pooping machine, for lack of a better term, outside of some cooing and some smiles here and there, and getting that first kind of grab of your finger and things like that. She's very I don't know how to put this without feeling horrible. Sort of a pet, if you will, without crucifying me, because you're putting a whole lot into keeping them alive. They're my best way to describe a child is, your child is like a broke best friend that keeps on trying to kill himself. So she's always grabbing the covers and things like that. So that first month, you're really keeping them alive. You're stressed out. It's a new thing. You're up all the time. They're feeding every 2 hours. If you're lucky like me, Genevieve has been an absolutely phenomenal baby. She's now, since about 3 months, has been sleeping mostly through the night. Granted, we do at about 1 or 2 a.m. when she wakes up for her first bottle, bring her back into bed, because then she sleeps generally through until 3 or 4 when I get up to start watching markets and taking over. But kind of back to the point that I was trying to make is, it will come, dads. There are more guys out there, and maybe it's not as easy of a subject for guys to talk about because of the masculinity thing, but there are plenty of fathers that go through this same thing and feel like crap. Just know that it's not, anything personal. It's not you. These things build, these things develop. Again, it may take you a little while, but they will come. So thank you for watching the video. I think I kind of made the point that I was trying to make, that that bonding will come. And if you like the video, hit the like button. If you don't like it, tell me why in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe, because I'm going to have more videos coming out. I know that my channel has been mainly gearing for Evie's adorbs and things like that, but I feel a little bit more strongly about giving guides to parents and especially new fathers that may be going through the same thing, because it's coming from my perspective, and it's really easy for me to talk about it and kind of get it out there. And maybe there's other fathers that have a little bit more trouble asking these questions or seeking this information. So keep looking for our videos, and hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications so you do get the notifications when we get these videos uploaded. Thank you guys. Have a great day, and thanks again.